Once upon a time, in a peaceful farm, there was a mother duck who sat on her eggs, eagerly awaiting the arrival of her ducklings. One by one, the eggs hatched, and the mother duck was overjoyed to see her fluffy ducklings. However, one of the ducklings looked different from the others. He was bigger and uglier, with gray feathers and an awkward waddle. The mother duck was worried about the strange-looking duckling and wondered how she could love him like her other ducklings. She tried to ignore him and focus on her other children, but the ugly duckling was always around, following her every move and trying to gain her affection. The other animals in the farm also noticed the ugly duckling's appearance and teased him mercilessly, calling him names and shunning him. The poor little duckling felt sad and alone, longing for someone to accept him just the way he was. One day, feeling dejected, the ugly duckling decided to leave the farm and search for a place where he belonged. He walked for miles and miles until he found himself in a beautiful meadow filled with flowers, trees, and a clear stream. There, he met a family of swans who welcomed him with open wings. To his surprise, the ugly duckling saw his reflection in the water and realized that he was no longer an ugly duckling, but a beautiful swan. The swans accepted him as one of their own, and he felt a sense of belonging for the first time in his life. Years passed, and the swan grew up to be a graceful, majestic creature, admired by all who saw him. One day, as he was swimming in the same stream where he had found his new family, he saw a group of ducks flying overhead, and he remembered his past. But he was no longer sad or alone. He realized that his differences had made him stronger, wiser, and more beautiful. And he felt grateful for his journey, for it had led him to find his true self and the place where he truly belonged. From that day on, the swan continued to live in the meadow, surrounded by his loving family, and occasionally he would see a little duckling who looked just like he used to be. And he would smile and remember that being different was not a curse, but a blessing in disguise.